Alright, hey everyone, this is Alan from the ZEF. I'm making this video to show you guys the different commands that you can use in-game to give yourself some crazy screenshots. I know I've had a couple of people ask me, how do you do this, how do you do that, and well, I'm going to make a video to explain it all to you. There are a couple of links out there. I will provide the links to you at the end of this video, just in case you do want to read. They also have the commands right in there that you can copy and paste. But I figured a video showing you how it's exactly working would be best. So let's do this. So this is the default settings for screenshot stuff. I'm running maximum resolution on 8-core processor, 16 gigs of RAM, NVIDIA 760, yada yada yada, whatever. Sorry. So we're going to position the ship like this. Now, in this view, there's always been the issue of things don't really look proportionate. Like right now, this ship looks like the station looks kind of small in comparison to the ship. One thing that you can do to kind of correct this for your screenshots is there's a command called setregionfov, or field of view. So in your text box, / set region FOV, hit the space bar. Because we're in space, we're going to use the space, SPACE, hit the space bar again. And to make things look more realistic, we're going to go with 20. 20 is the lowest you can go. So this is 20, or a field of view setting of 20. The station looks ginormous. The ship actually looks like an actual size ship beside of a station. And then you get this crazy ship going in the background. Just looks awesome. So if you wanted to get really good proportionate shots, like you're a Defiant up beside an Odyssey class, try that command out and see how that works out for you in your screenshots. Could be a lot of fun. Now, zooming out, you can't zoom out that far. This is as far as I can go. Now, there's 20, and the highest number that you can go with this command is 75. So you type it out again, / setregionfov, hit the space bar, space, hit the space bar again, and then 75. This is fully zoomed out. Obviously, you can see that everything around you, like you can see everything around you. It's kind of got that fisheye lens to it. Holy, words are hard. Fisheye lens effect to it. When you zoom right into your ship, you can see that the hull is kind of elongated, like a fisheye lens would. Duh. Yeah, I don't use 75 too much just because I like the up close and personal with 20. You could see a lot of the details on your ship. You could have a lot of fun with these screenshots in a photo editor. I use GIMP personally because it's free, and I don't feel like spending money on Photoshop. But yeah, one thing I wanted to stress here though is do not try playing STFs or any of your missions in this view. It's just going to make you dizzy and sick. So take your screenshots, and then before you go and do anything else, set it back to default. So the default is the value is 55. So you type in your command, set region FOV, hit the spacebar. Helps if I actually spell it right. FOV, spacebar, spacebar again, 55. It'll bring you back to that normal view. I'll quickly show you the ground portion of it. The same concept applies. Instead of typing the word space, you would type the word ground. 20 will get you up close and personal. 75 will give you that fisheye, more area awareness view, so you can see everything around you. Again, even in ground, I've tried it. It's nauseating. I think I actually got a headache once from it. So yeah, while we wait for this to load, Alright, so now that it's finally loaded, because sometimes cryptic servers are slow, let's go find a spot where we won't get knocked around by NPCs. And I see today's a slow day at the bar. Let's do standing here, looking out. So, for the ground, you'd use same command with a little difference. / set region FOV ground and 20. This way you can zoom right in. You can actually kind of see the 5 o'clock shadow that my character has here. You can zoom in and count the pips, because we all love that joke. And then you can, so this is zoomed right in. We zoom right out, that's as far out as you could go. Now we'll use the 75 for the fisheye. I'm going to keep it called fisheye. I don't think it actually is, but whatever. So set region FOV ground 75. And you see a lot more going on. And again, this is fully zoomed out. Well, until you hit a wall, and then it'll kind of push you back in. And then to go back to normal, set region FOV space ground space 55 will take you back to the default, and then you might have to zoom back into your happy spot so you can run around and whatnot. Now what I'm going to show you is those are the settings that you can do in game to set yourself up for some really creative screenshots. There is one other command. I am not going to run it now because I'm running fraps and an audio recorder to do this, and I don't want to bog my system down. But it is called render scale. So there's render scale 1, which is what we're looking at right now. Everything is being scaled 1. As you move up, so as you move up to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the resolution of your photo is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Last night I tried out render scale 6, and I had a resolution of 11,520 by 6,543 or something crazy like that. It was, by the time I was done with the file, it was about a 15 meg file size. It was just, geez. Now the only problem with render scale, though, words are hard, is that it is really taxing on your system. The higher up that you go, it will make things choppier and choppier. Literally, just to give you an idea, so as I said at the beginning, I have 8-core processor, 16 gigs of RAM. I set the render scale to 6, and I was literally getting 1 frame every 2 seconds. So just to give you an idea, the photos do look really nice when it's all done, but you have to be a little bit more patient with waiting for things to react. Like, you can't move around freely like this. It's like you move your mouse and then all of a sudden it's just like it chops. It would chop like that on render scale 2. On render scale 3 it would chop like that, really slow. And that's everything. Like, even your text box, if you needed to type the command to go back to default / render scale 1, it would take a while for it to respond. And so just, if you want to try it, remember to have patience with it. Yeah. The other thing to remember, sorry. The other thing to remember about all these settings is, like the set region FOV space 20, is that they do not carry over into Demorecord. Demorecord is actually the next thing that I'm going to show you here, is how to start that up, go into Demorecord, and position yourself for a really cool screenshot. So the field of view commands and even the render scale command will not carry over into Demorecord. So don't waste your time trying to do the FOV space 20 to get a really nice shot. It won't carry over. So just keep that in mind. Also, the same thing, another thing to keep in mind is if you're going to do a demo record of like in the station where people are sitting around, try and keep in mind that if people are emote sitting, when you load up the demo record file, it'll actually show them as standing. The only time that it'll show them as sitting is if it's a double click seat. So if you got 4 people and they've all emote sat, and you take a demo record file and you open up the file, they're all going to be standing on chairs looking like they don't give a damn about the embassy chairs, or that their dirty feet are all over the place. So keep that in mind. So demo record, pretty simple. Go down in your chat box, / demo record space, and for this purpose I'm going to go ZEFTUT. Hit enter. Now you see things kind of blurred away and then came back up. You'll see up on the left side of the screen it'll say demo recording. That means it's capturing everything that's happening right now. Demo record will record everything that's happening in that instance. So if you're here and somebody is doing something over here or over here, it'll record it. Same thing in any of the mission maps. If you're at the spawn point and you just wanted to do some cool video or screenshots of enemies that are in that map, you can just load up the demo file, move the camera all the way to the other end of the map, and take screenshots and don't have to worry about getting shot at. Now, one thing you keep in mind is demo recording, the longer that you keep the file going, the longer it's going to take to save. To end the recording, which brings us to our next and last command in-game here, / demo record _ stop. And once you hit that, the red text that was on the left side of the screen would have disappeared and your file is saved. Now, I'm going to show you how to how to load up that file. So you got to exit out of the game. Okay, so because Fraps is awesome, apparently Fraps stops once I exited STO. So yeah, so to load that demo file, you would exit the game. Then you have to relaunch to get to this main window here. If you don't remember the file name, you can always go to your directory. I'll show you where it is real quick. For me, it's C drive, program files, Perfect World, Star Trek Online, Live. All demo files go into demos. Pretty self-explanatory, and then you can remember what your file name is here. As you see, I have a lot. This is all from yeah, this is all from that last video that I did. So, but if you don't remember what you put down as the file name, or you might have mistyped in-game, you can look at what it is here. So here we go. So to launch the demo record program and the file, you go up to the top right of this window, hit Options, and then you would scroll down to the command line, -- demo record. Sorry. You go demo play, hit the space bar, and then for us we did ZEFTUT.demo, and then hit save, and then engage. I'm sorry I didn't do engage in the Picard voice, but whatever. So we're gonna wait for this thing to load. It doesn't take too long. It's it takes about the same amount of time as if you were just normally logging in to play STO, depending if it's patch day or not. Today is not patch day, so it shouldn't take that long. But you'll get this loading screen, and then the Legacy of Romulus screen should pop up as well. But yeah, this is the Demorecord will essentially allow you to put the camera wherever you want to take your screenshot. You can put it between the cells. You can put it in a gas giant. You can put it anywhere you want, really. So first thing to remember, so it's going to take a minute here. No, well, not a minute, but a few seconds to load everything. Now you'll see here, I'm going to hit the pause button, that the space is blue and not black. It just means usually the first time that it loads the file, it hasn't rendered all the items that are in that space. So normally at that point you would either let the file play through to the end and you'll get a giant pop-up box that says error, which really isn't an error, or you just hit the pause button and then hit back, wait for it to go 000, and then play. And I would wait until about 5 seconds before you pause it again. That way it gives it a chance to load up all of the graphics. So first thing, if you want to move the camera around, you hit the F2 button. Just hit it once. That'll put you into the free look mode. Press and hold to the right mouse button and you can look around side to side, up and down. And in order to move in and out, or wherever you want really, the WASD buttons, like you were piloting a ship. So I'm hitting the W button to look in, then the A button to scroll around, and you can literally put yourself wherever you want. You want to look at the shuttle bay on your ship up close, you can. Be careful you don't get too close or you start getting clipping and your picture might look a little weird. But you can do really cool shots. Like I like kind of involving the sun because sometimes it's got a little bit of a nice lens flare. Or you can get really creative and go between the nacelles and take an awesome shot like that. Hit the print screen button again. But yeah, you can really, like, you can literally move this camera wherever you want. You want to go look at this freighter here and do some screenshots of this ugly thing, you can. There's a little Miranda class here, frigate, that actually has a designation on it, NCC 91846. You even do a crazy screenshot of that if you really wanted to. And the whole time I'm pressing and holding down the right mouse button, so I stay in free look mode. You can release it once you have your shot queued up, make a little adjustments with the WASD and then hit your print screen. But then if you want to move on to the next thing, press down your right mouse button and then go off to something else. I think there's usually little shuttles flying around here. I can't remember. But yeah, that's how you use Demorecord to do your screenshots. You can line yourself up however you want. I know sometimes you can't zoom in as much as you like, but yeah, this is one I use this a lot. Actually, whenever I'm doing the web page banners, I use Demorecord. So I'll take a quick 10-second video, load it up, line up my shot, and go from there. It's unfortunate though that the set region FOV space stuff doesn't carry over to this because they'd look even crazier, but we'll work with what we got. And yeah, you can do a lot of free things with this, but I will provide you guys with 2 links. Let me exit out of this. I'm going to provide you guys with 2 links. One of them is from Reddit, which pretty much explains the set region command, and then it'll also explain the render scale command. It'll explain different screenshot commands as well. If you want to learn more about how to use Demorecord, I'll provide this link from Jupiter Broadcasting, and at the very bottom, guide for Demorecord. You just click on that link and it'll open up the Google Drive, and I have this one here, the version 1.02 PDF, and in here it'll explain everything. It's a bit of a read. It's 32 pages long. There's 5 or 6 different camera paths if you wanted to try and actually plotting a camera path and taking your own little cinematic thing. you can. One thing I would suggest is just be patient with it. It is a bit finicky. There will be times where you'll get about 50 cameras in and something will mess up and you'll have to start all over and might want to rage quit and just do it again the next day. Just a little disclaimer on that. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I hope this is helpful. I'm going to put this obviously up on our forum, so if you guys want to go into Demorecord and try and take some cool screenshots or in-game using the setregionfov, I'd really like to see somebody take a Defiant and a Odyssey class starship, put them side by side, and use the setregionfov space 20, just so you guys can see what the actual size comparison is like. But yeah, take those screenshots, post them up in this thread. I'd like to see what you guys do with it, and I hope this is helpful. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me. I'm usually in game, or you can send me a message on Engine Mail, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can, which is sometimes kind of quick, sometimes kind of long, depending on if I have a movie project going on. And that's it for me, guys. Have fun with this. Don't let it stress you out too much. It's supposed to be a useful tool, not something that stresses you out. Alright, have a good one.